Right, Marcello, again, a top, back-to-back, yeah, from YCS London.
Yeah.
You ended up top 32. You had,
only top 32.
Yeah, only top 32. You had YCS Milan. Yeah. Yeah, is there anything you want to say before we go to the deck?
Yeah, thanks once again to the people, Flexica Gaming and our sponsors, which are the market, Advent and the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
So thanks to all and thanks to all my teammates. I mean, we are really testing a lot together.
Right. Yeah.
We see the results of that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. In the end, I played the Burning Abyss, like the majority of the people in this tournament. But for me, it was really a last-minute change because I tested for weeks Shadows.
Right.
And I gotta thank Federico Zoffini and Luigi Alici, friends, which I am in the hotel with. Because I was really sure on Shadow, we tested with Joshua, but in the end the Clipper matchup is just too awful. While with Burning Abyss, I agree that the Shadow matchup is really particular. You are like 60-40, I guess, but you can still improve it, and you have the almost out-to-win matchup against Clipper. So I thought Burning Abyss was a really good choice.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's it.
For Masters, free tour guide, any hand you open with this, you almost always win, so it's just fair, like the standards, free grab, free seer, free scarm, then I play the free Rubik, I think also standard, some people play Shu, but I mean the point of this version of the deck is to have more names to special summon, and this one is the only one with an actual effect, let's say, because it's a tuner, so you want to special summon it. And then I play differently from most people, 2 Alec and 1 Kalka. I think this is the best ratio because I mean, milling this randomly with Dante, it's okay because you you spin back a back row, but the effect of Alec is way too important against the Shadow matchup. I abused of this card like a lot of times, and for negating wind, you just really need 2. I mean, the effect is absolutely important. And you can also go into Acid Golem and use the effect like 3 times because you can negate itself, so it was really good. Okay. And then, should be definitely banned. Like, I lost, I was 9-2 in Swiss, I lost to 3 Burning Abyss in the top cut too, and twice I only lost to this top deck, so it's really unfair. That's it. Then 3 Absurd Goblins, just consistency you have to run in this deck, and Allure Darkness, same reason. Against most matchups, like especially the mirror match, because they play Flying Sea and Ojama Trio, I tend to side this almost always along with 1 Alec. So this was an easy slot for the side deck too. Then Stable Soul Charge, also amazing card. If you draw it first turn, it's how to win. I drew it twice, only during the event, but it was always game when I used it, so it was really good. Foolish Burial, amazing, especially with Alec, as I said, this is against wind, it's just a breakthrough skill, so it's really, really good. And then 2 MST only, because I felt like these were only important in the Clipper matchup, which is already almost an out-to-win. Well, these are completely dead against Shadows, you never want to have them. And against the mirror match is the same, you want to start, and drawing MST when you start is not good. That's why I side them out against the mirror match when I'm gonna start. So I felt like 2 were completely fine and it really worked out. And then the 2 touches, let's say it's main Dragaki. This was like tested from also Federico Zoffini, as I said. The theory is that it's overall really good against everything, apart from Shadows because they may abuse of Winda. But I mean, still you can hit the field and the Denko Sekka especially. You can lock you with Denko Sekka, and against the other matchups it's really good. Like against the mirror match, you clear all the board and any Vanity or Majesty field, so it's really good. And then I play 1 enemy controller main, but this was actually the fault of the judges of YCS Milan, because on should have been a Book of Moon, but basically on Friday the judge announced that if you chain Book of Moon on your Dante when they activate Shadow Fusion, it was possible to fusion from the deck anyway. Yeah. So I was playing Book of Moon, which is really good in the Shadow and Burning Abyss matchup, and I chained this to enemy controller because I didn't like Shu Karma Cut. And then I played it, and right before round 1, when I already gave the deck list and everyone saw, they said, "Ah no, Book of Moon is back to its effect." So that was really weird, but this should be a Book of Moon for sure. So play Book of Moon if you want to play this. And for traps, I mean, 3 Wing Blast, just way too good. 1 Karma God. I really think like Book of Moon is way much better than this, and I decided to play 1 enemy instead of the second one anyway, because in the mirror match it's absolutely the best card, and against Winda you can still do it, like put it in defense and attack over it, so 1 is really fine, you don't never want to play more. And then 3 Fire Lake, just auto win against Clyboard in general. 3 Emptiness, not the best, not the worst, but you have to run it for Shadows because you have to stop the fusions, and you side them out against mirror match when they go first, along with the MST, that's what I did. And then last card was Solemn Warning. It is true that this card is not the best when you go second, but I mean, still it's really important against because I wanted 1 more defense, and this against Clyport may win you games. Like Luigi won a game like this today because he set Warning, the opponent special summoned 4 with Pendulum and just Warning, and against Shadows is really good to stop fusions. And you side this out against the mirror match though, and that's it for the main, 4 cigars of course.
Okay. Side deck?
For the side deck, 3 Magician. This guy is insane. I sided against Shadows, and like on the top 3 just against Shadows, but also against random matchups like Satellar Knights. And the theory of this card is that against Shadows you always want to go second. If you can choose, you let them start because they don't have good openers, and all they can do is you reveal any Burning Abyss, and the usual play is that they chain El Shadow Fusion, summoning Winda, and at that point if you go Tribute Majesty in his game, so this card was really insane. And then along with this I play 1 Caius, just to have 1 more similar card, the same reason they go Flying Sea, they pop, you go Caius or Magician, and this is also just against Shadows. It's really good. I really won more games with it, like it was good. Then also against Shadows, free diffusion. This card is insane. It's the exact same reason. You go reveal something or tour guide, they go El Shadow Fusion, summon Winda, you go diffusion. It's game basically. It's really the best card because you want to go second, as I said, so it's really important. There is nothing like Morpheans or Stormforth. I think this was really the way. And then of course the third MST. Then I played for the mirror match, not for Clyper, sorry, to Twister. I really think this was better than the Fairy Wind because first of all you can just destroy Scout without destroying the equip, but mostly when you go second they side Shadow Mirror, they have Vanity Emptiness, so you want to stop them, and this was really the best choice for me. And then the rest is for the mirror match. Second and third enemy controller, I said that this card is insane, and if I could play Book of Moon, of course the third enemy controller would be here, but since I had 1 leftover space I played 1 Maxi. Just 1 because I wanted to play it, but I didn't have space, and I think these cards were better. And I mean the 1 was good. When I drew it, it was always good, but I never want to draw 2, so the 1-off was really good. And then Shuo Geometrio, once again, thanks to YCS Milan judges because they like adopted the close, and so for this YCS, and I think from now on, because it kind of makes sense. When you summon a Geometrio or Flying Sea, the opponent can switch it to attack mode the same turn they are summoning.
Oh, okay.
Because they are considered special summoned from the opponent.
Really?
So it kind of makes this less effective, but still they are really good to empty the space. Also when they go tour guide with a monster, you can do it and tour guide fizzle, so this card was really good. And unfortunately I lost one of my mirror matches on time because they summoned an Ojama and attacked for 300, so yeah, that can happen. And that was it. And then the extra deck is just 3 standard, 3 Dante, 2 Downert, 2 Virgil. I don't think I never needed the second, but just in case you have to have it. And then like the one-offs, 1 Nightmare Shark, Alucard, Giga Brilliant. It's important for the mirror match, and maybe BLS if you don't have anything. Contempo, I also did this in the mirror match. Acid Golem, as I said, really important for OT Capes and stuff. 10 mains, and then the 2 differences were engineer instead of fortune tune, because we thought about end of the round. But I mean, fortune tune is way too slow in the mirror match. They can just summon 3 abyss and attack over it. So this was for that reason. And create Levia, you could do it. I did it in top 32 with soul charge, especially. It's really good to stop opponent plays and tour guide. It's like an effect failure. So. And that's it.
All right. Yeah, Marcel, any last words?
No, really. Thank you for the deck profile once again. And
all right.
Just enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, Marcel, thanks for the deck profile and congrats
Thank you.
with your top 32 spot here at YCS.